What's going on, beautiful people? We are back with another week of the No Name Podcast. And if you've been watching, you're a loyal fan at this point, and that's not a joke. We really do not have a name for this podcast, but eventually we're going to get there. So, fellas, to kick it off, introduce yourselves because I know we still growing our audience, and y'all introduce yourselves to the people, starting with Isaac.
Man, it's your boy Shine Hard. Izzo, man, that's Instagram, Twitter, anything you could just conjure in your, beautiful mind that God gave you, man. Let's go. Let's get it.
It's your boy Sedacious, man. Motherfucking Live the Rapper, a.k.a. T-Tyler, a.k.a. the trippiest of them all. I'm all about the love, the shiny things, and smiles, and being humble, and having humility, and loving people, and being a vessel for God. On to you, Donette.
All right, it's Black Peace, man. The bald-headed one. Bald and proud, baby. You know how we do. Definitely give you that open-minded opinion every single time, baby. Live and direct.
Yo, and I am Edward McFarland Jr. That's what my mama named me. Named after a great black man, and that being my father. And you can follow me at Emax Stacks for all your latest sports coverage, whether that's pros, whether that's college, whether that's high school. And so, appreciate y'all tuning in again. We got some great conversation. Y'all know Christian is going to come on for the football segment. But without further ado, fellas, let's get into this culture. That boy, 21, dropped his album, Savage Mode 2, a couple days ago. Was that Friday or something like that? Thursday or Friday, last Friday. Darnell, you got into the chat first when it dropped because you had something on your chest that you wanted to express here on this stage. I see you reaching for the glasses already. Go ahead and bring us into that world of Savage Mode 2.
All right, first of all, I'm going to give you a quick little synopsis on Savage Mode 2. Savage Mode 2 is exactly what you expect. It's exactly Savage fucking mode. No doubt about it. When I listened to it, the tempo was a little bit more higher than the previous one, and it gave you a little bit more of that, like where he is now in his life. Now back to the point where my friend Edward was talking about. It's two particular parts. It's an interlude, and then there's an actual song. The interlude is actually more deeper than the song itself. The interlude is with Morgan Freeman himself. He's narrating snitches and rats, the difference between the two, and also the difference between a person. Exactly. He's also pointing out. He's also pointing out the fact that even just a normal civilian, pointing out a situation is not a snitch. That means the criminals were sloppy. It has nothing to do with snitching. Also, the fact that snitches are more of compensation. They're looking to get more of a benefit to benefit themselves. And
a tangible benefit, right? A tangible
benefit. Exactly.
Monetary,
cash, monetarily, Yeah, then you got your downhole rats, which are disloyal, which are not to be trusted at all, which I'm going to quickly circulate back to, which 21 has said that he is not directly at 6ix9ine, but this is why I say people hate 6ix9ine. The fact that he is a rat, he was involved in something, and at the end of the day, he was supposed to be loyal, and he turned disloyal. No matter if disloyalty happened to him first, you decide to fight disloyalty with more disloyalty, which is always a wrong. And that's the whole breakdown with the whole snitches and rats. The song is fire also. Just like Edward was saying, the snitches and rats, they all get, shot, all that good stuff. Yeah, man, definitely a good little album, real quick. Actually, before I even started getting bored of the album, it was over, bro. That's straight like that. I'm kicking the Isaac on this. I know he ready for it.
Oh man, what can I say about Savage, man? Well, first off, he the second Savage to me. Not saying he's second in this savagely ranked, but man, I'm from Texas, man. Texas, Louisiana, man. That first Savage was Webby, for me, and that's Savage like 1, 2, and 3. After that, kind of stopped listening to the Savage Lives, but
respect.
Man, hey man, no, 21 had a great album, man. I believe the production on it was great. Actually,
booming.
I'm actually gonna say astronomical, a term, future corn. One could even say sensational. The production on it, like I said, it was a collabo album with Metro Boomin, so the production was gonna be second to none. But just as far as the message that he was trying to get across, I don't believe it was a conscious message at all, Darnell. To be quite honest with you, I believe the conscious message was the I am and I Was, the album that he had dropped previously that featured J. Cole on it. But this one was some straight fuck shit. Like, I'm on that Glenwood, I'm on some savage shit. Like, I'm.
Oh yeah,
But that's what I want. I want that. That's
oh
what
yeah,
want.
Savage Mode.
Yeah, exactly, right. You know, it's a very fitting name. So, I think it was, you know, a lot of dark beats, a lot of interchangeable parts as far as just content of what he was talking about. But man, it was a great album, top to bottom. I mean, when you got Morgan Freeman narrating your album,
yeah.
Man, Morgan Freeman ain't hopping on no bullshit, man. So, hey, man, shout out to 21. It was a good album, man, for sure.
What's your take on it, Live?
Haven't heard it yet. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Thanks for keeping it real.
Yeah, so moving on.
With that fact, Doug. With that fact, Doug.
Go ahead.
But with that fact, Doug.
I don't deny he came hard. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised that he came hard. I mean, that's just.
Yeah, pause.
21 Savage.
But I really feel like, just like with anybody's album, you always gonna get that little sprinkle of realness or a sprinkle of conscious rap to a certain extent. May not be to the highest degree, but that was his little sprinkle. I do feel like it wasn't even the rap form; it was more of the interlude itself. Was more of the conscious part of it. Everything else was definitely, like you said, on some crunk, savage, street, you know, blood gang shit. Off real, but then he sprinkled a little bit of like, hey man, let me let y'all know something real quick. This is the difference, bro. While people are trying to figure out why everybody this and that, this is the deal.
Right? Yeah. We all know civilians don't play a part in street activity. So, you know, civilians are under or held to the same parameters of code, you know, as street people.
Then like I double back to try to like live with it a little bit, like, you know, for the day. And I was just like, I personally appreciated the album because like you have to like really like listen intently to 21. Like, yeah, he like with the guns and shit, he with the rah-rah, but like if you really, really like pay attention, like he be talking to you. And so like from, you know, you think about his situation and like what he went through with, you know, being from the UK and so forth, and it was just like, yo, bro, he said it in his rhymes, like, I ain't had no social security or nothing, like, I couldn't get no job, no paperwork to go apply for no job, because I didn't have the documents to say I can work legally in the U.S. That's why I'm out here stealing, robbing, and doing what I got to do, you know what I'm saying?
Then you wonder why, you know, niggas out here doing the shit they doing. This is one of the reasons why.
Yeah, like
I had information and so on and so forth.
These are the options that I were given to do what I had. I had no choice. You know what I'm saying? So like, it gives, you know, it just gives a little bit of insight on there. I think my favorite song so far is Brand New Draco. Brand New Draco is hard. You got a couple like
the Glock in my lap and sliding.
Slide hitting too, Isaac. Slide hitting too. Nah, bro, he has some bars. Well, he always got bars, but what I like about his bars is he don't really set you up for a punchline. He just gonna give you the bar and keep on moving with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So perfect for today. Oh, when Christian gets on at the end of the show, the $1 million question for Christian, because we know he don't listen to 21 Savage at all. Because on Christian, would you rather be a snitch or a rat? And let's see what he has.
I'm gonna go with E. None of the above.
Huh?
I'm gonna go with none of the above.
Nah, the way Morgan Freeman came on, it's like a snitch. At least a snitch is human, but a rat is a fucking rat. No in betweens, man. So yeah, man. I'm gonna definitely keep living with that Savage Mode too. That mug hard is hitting. So yeah, man.
Definitely workout music. Stop it. Getting shit done music for sure.
Big facts. So NBA 2K, PlayStation 5, the graphics on there. Now, I'm going to say my piece, and I'm going to get out the way. As I was watching these highlights, as I was watching this promo or whatever, y'all tell me y'all agree or disagree. I feel like they always show you these green screen, graphics, animated graphics that you're never really going to see the detail of in the actual game. Like showing me how beautiful the ball looks, showing me the sweat dripping off the player's face, showing me how down to the T the coaches and the fans and the crowd are like sculpted, showing me that beautiful in and out crossover, showing me that wrap around double pump fake kiss off the backboard. Like I know
where you're going with E, because most of the game is played from a broader perspective as far as like first and second, like second perspective gaming or first hand, or you know what I mean. So you'll never get that intricate, really, interpersonal, up close relationship with the graphics and just all the different details that it does go ahead and encompass. But I was just gonna go a step further and be like, man, I don't think any technology, I mean, safe to say, right? I don't think any technology that's been out is going to really compare to the new engine that they've installed within the new device, the PS5 and everything like that. So before we give, because I for one, I hate 2K21 on PS4. I'm going to just go ahead and say that. And 360, I hate it. 2K21 on those interfaces, I hate it because it's meant for PS5. It's meant for the newer generational consoles, and they're not out yet. So it's having to succumb to the, the interface of an older system it doesn't have the reworked graphics within it already, because it's not apt to go ahead and show it in that, multi-dimensional type of aspect. So I think we gotta hold off judgment, so to speak, on it just a little bit until the actual PS5 come out. But from what they showed, man, the graphics were next level. As they always do. I feel like 2K be selling wolf tickets every year.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, though.
I'm still gonna buy it, though.
They're gonna show you that it looks beautiful, but you're not even really gonna be able to appreciate that gameplay, like why it is that you're playing. At most, hopefully, like you saying, like it's really meant for like the PS5. Like at most, when you talk about like those graphics and them trying to ooh and awe you, like hopefully the gameplay is just smoother on PS5 than it is on 360 and like PS4. Because I personally myself don't like. I think it's like trash. The gameplay on
it's not gonna be.
I'm going to go ahead and correct you. We're going to say Xbox One. 360 is 2 generations ago, brother.
Oh, well,
I've been waiting for that.
I retired my game a minute ago. Xbox One, man. You know what I mean. But yeah.
For sure.
No. but yeah, no. Hopefully the gameplay is a lot smoother on the PS5 and the Xbox. What's the next one?
Series X.
Series X, the Xbox Series X.
And Bill Gates got to be better with these fucking names, man. He's got to be a little more creative. Because you're going backwards, right? Because first it was the Xbox, then it was the Xbox 360, and then we just so happened to, I guess, go back to 1. We on our Brian McKnight shit. We start back at 1. And then now for the generation 4, the Xbox X or the Xbox X, you know what I mean?
Xbox X.
It's man, they gotta hire another.
I like Microsoft because they make video games for the niggas, bro. PlayStation, they for white folks. I ain't gonna lie, but Microsoft is for the niggas. It's for the minorities. You know what I'm saying? Really? When the minorities want to get their little game on, their little stream on, you go get your little $100, $150 Xbox One and get your shit on. You ain't gotta get a whole $200 for a PlayStation 4. You know what I'm saying? PlayStation 4s, they come. You ain't spending no $150 for no PlayStation 4. Still, right now, today, and PlayStation 5's gonna come out. You can't, unless you know a nigga, or unless you go on Craigslist or fucking Facebook or something. But
so
you can't walk in no store and get a PlayStation 4 for $150.
Are you saying that the PS5? Well, you saying that Xbox is for niggas, the minorities, black folk, because it's cheaper than the PlayStation gaming systems?
Yes, but still provides the same amount of amenities. Okay. But not as much because, PlayStation provides a tad bit more than Xbox, which is why it costs more. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Darnell. I'm sorry, Darnell.
Nah.
I love Xbox.
PS5, Gen.
I think if we talking 2K, I think it's I'm sorry, Darnell, but I think it's just gonna be ass. They put too much in it every year. It's just too much for me.
That's
I'm
not
sorry.
true. They don't put much in it every year. I feel like
Yes, they
some
do.
years they literally copy and pasted the same game and just change the date.
Right. If they
Quite
put too much
right.
if they put too much in this year and copied and pasted, they just keep doing the same too much shit. Like I don't know what's going on with 2K. I hate playing that shit.
But I will give it this though. Like I have played 2K21 and Madden 21 on both Xbox and PS4, and I say this: the gameplay is eerily similar to the gameplay of that on 2K20. But the only reason I'll give it, cause to pause is because it's not on the new interface and the new, actual system. It's designated to be played on because they're literally building those new games, those new generational graphic games. They're building for the newer console. So kind of got a hawk judgment on it just a little bit, but I mean, hopefully they step their shit up and it's actually worth it. Which I actually think it'll work out. I think it'll be good.
Well, we talking about 2K. I mean, I think the graphics are gonna be badass. The interface, the gameplay, I think it's still gonna have its 2K kinks. But the shots go in a little bit more on this 2K21 than they ever did.
Yeah, man, and I guess my last little take about 2K, man. And they try to overcompensate each year by trying to add some grand new big change to the game. And I think the change on 2K21 is NBA 2K21 is the shot meter, and where you actually have shot aiming, and then I'm like, what? Come on, man! Your coach told you when you learn how to shoot the ball, son, shoot. We ain't aiming. You shoot. So it's like
muscle memory, baby. Muscle memory.
Man, come on. So what the hell is shot aiming? You know what I'm saying? It's just another feature to say, hey, this isn't 2K20. This is different. This is no
21 right here.
Yeah.
The one with Kobe on it.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Here we go.
So, just like with any new generation, they always gonna do this whole little like scheme. So, what I think happened was, and I think what happened with 2K20 this year, it's too dramatic of a drop. There's no way you can keep slowly progressing and progressing. Yeah, copy and paste, which is very true, but slowly progressing, and then drop off again. It don't make any sense at all. But you notice it, and every time a new whole system comes out, they do it to promote to where it's like, you don't want this piece of crap no more. Look at it. It will do this, and that. We max out. You want this brand spanking new PS5. That's what you want. You want this new Xbox Series X. That's what you want. So I think these last 2 years, any years before that, call it what you want, but these last 2 years, I think they've been building up to the next gen. I think they kind of fucked up on a lot of shit on purpose. They experimented. They said, fuck it. Like a whole new generation of games. Why don't we go put all our efforts and all our new shit on this whole whatever and not give you a chance to experience a whole new world and everything else? It's like, that's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like they got tournaments. They have people going to school for this shit. They got it to where this is literally turned to life. 2K is life now. It was part of your life. Now it is life. And it's recently part of your life with money involved and skill and whatever you want to put into it. So I just feel like, yeah. But with that being said, the next gen, I actually took a sneak peek on TikTok because people rotate stuff. And it looks legit, in my opinion. It looks pretty legit. It's a lot smoother from what I've seen. I'm not sure if it's on PS5 or Xbox.
You seen like the same promo I had sent y'all on IG, or you saw like an actual flow of the game?
Actual side, like somebody playing it type style. And it's pretty smooth. It's pretty dope.
What are you doing, man?
Bro, this is before the podcast even came up, believe it or not.
I don't give a shit.
No, I'm serious. Like,
come on with the production,
Well, I thought y'all already seen it before. It's like been like a whole month and a half since it's been in rotation. So I thought y'all would have, stumbled across that already. But that's y'all on the lack of y'all information. But
I'm not with the TikTok community. Sorry.
No, it's in rotation. Period. It's not just TikTok. But anyways, don't make any excuses. No, I'm messing around. But no, I've seen it. It looks pretty legit. It looks worth getting. I even told y'all before that I wasn't interested in the next generation, but what I've seen, it's looking pretty damn good. It looks like worth the upgrade. At first, I thought it's gonna be a little tweak here, tweak there. Looks worth the upgrade, in my opinion.
Nah, when we was at your house and we was playing 2K, I was talking about like the graphics, and so like I remember one time, I think you was there, Isaac. I remember one time we was all at Brother Price house, and we was trying to play 2K, and at this point in time, this shows you how far we all go back together. The PS3 had just came out, and Trey only had the PS2. And we was trying to play bro, we was trying to play the 2K, like I don't know what 2K that was that came out around the same time as the PS3, but obviously they had made that 2K for the PS3 and Trey still had the PS2. And bro, so I say it looked like we was playing with box and stick figures. I was just like, yo, I can't go out like this. And so, like, I said that to say, like, how, like, the flow and how the graphics look on the PS4, they not that crazy, but, like, that's what I associated with in comparison to how grand and how spectacular the graphics are supposed to look on the PS5.
It's on purpose,
I don't know if y'all probably remember that back in the day, but yeah, I definitely do.
Oh yeah,
they did it back then, bro. They did it back then. I've seen it happen with Madden. And the thing about it is, on next gen, there's not gonna be that many features at all. It's gonna be the same amount of features on the this gen and probably less. That's how they always do it, bro.
Low key, bro. This how I be feeling. I be feeling like you don't have to. Sometimes if it ain't broke, just don't fix it. Like sometimes, like the graphics and the flow of the game are just like potent. And I feel like from that standpoint, yeah, I understand money. You want people to feel like they're spending for more extra, da. But even doing that, right? You put all this in to make people feel like they're spending and they trying to buy money for extra. And then when you get it, the game is out of whack. You gotta wait. Like you kept telling me, oh, bro, just relax. Like wait till they upgraded and fix the bug. It's like, no, I don't want to wait. Like they had all this time.
It's same thing when the iPhone come out. Everybody jump on it, and then you gotta wait 2-3 months for the bugs to get fixed before the rest of the population.
It's technology now, bro.
Yeah.
It's the way technology is. I've seen it happen with PlayStation 2, 3, 4, all of that.
I say when you get to
what are y'all saying? Y'all feel
perfect,
like, y'all feel like technology now that comes out has a couple of bugs that needs to be fixed before the mass purchases?
Always. It's always been like that. Always.
Y'all feel that way still now today?
Like, it's gonna be that way to this day. It's a product scheme. Let's get off that dollar, bro. Why buy it once when you can buy it twice? Why buy it once when you can buy it twice, bro?
Yeah, that's the capitalistic spirit for you, for sure.
It ain't that complex, fellas. Oh, we'll make the perfect game. So you can buy that perfect game and just edit it as much as you feel like and just make it perfect. No, we're gonna keep giving you good, downgrade. Good, down. That's the way it works, bro. That's the way it works. I've been watching this almost 15 years, 20 years. No, bro, they all do it. It ain't nothing about it. They done it with Madden. They done it with all of them. Madden was the worst back in 06.
I was waiting for
No, this ain't about Madden or anything like that. It's about, bro. Look, bro, it ain't even nothing like that, bro. It's about the just the dollar, dog. I played, was it Madden? Which one was Donovan McNabb on the front?
06 with precision passing. I remember
06, yes. Bro, that shit was so trash on the next gen. Period. Nothing to do about being Madden or anything. It was just garbage. All it had was graphics.
PlayStation 4?
3, bro. That's all it had. But the other
you thought PlayStation 3 Madden 06 was trash?
Absolutely garbage. The next gen garbage. The before gen was actually better because it had more shit on it. Only thing is the graphics of it. It's a product scheme. There's nothing to do about the game. This is not a comparison.
Okay, so we're gonna apologize to our audience about your horrible Madden experience.
No, bro.
You're right.
It's nothing about the game itself. It's about
Madden
the
06 was way more fun on Xbox. Madden 06 was way more fun on Xbox than it was on 360. it was I don't know. It was just something about it.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. It has nothing to do with the generation. It's just, bro, it's about them trying to get you to spend more dollars on a new game, bro. They keep giving you the same game, copy and paste. They got to figure out different ways and the schemes. That's the way it is. It's the way it always has been, bro. I've been watching this for 15, 20 years, bro. I've been playing games like, bro, this is the exact same game as
It's funny, yeah.
like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
So you feel like
it's nothing to do with, you know, it has nothing to do with Madden or it's about consistent games that come out every year, and they have to find a way for you to buy it or want it. They have to, dude. If you already got the system and it's dope already, why buy the next gen? No, this sucks. This sucks. This sucks. No, buy the next gen. It's the way products always work, bro. That's the way it always is. Supply and demand. Period. That's the way it. Like, I'm not saying.
I understand what you're saying. You're basically just saying like that same theory of like, why sell them the cure? Why sell, like, if you're sick, why sell them the cure? And then they not.
That's it, bro.
I understand what you're saying.
2 years from now, we can have the discussion on what's better or not.
Get it to a point where it's like the gameplay is crystal clear and it's perfect and it's smooth, and then build off like those finer details for us to appreciate within the game. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I don't know if that's realistic, but hey.
It's not.
Yeah. So speaking of 2K,
it's not gonna happen.
I wonder how many people. I know what I used to do when I was like diehard, like true and blue religious gamer. If my team either lost or I didn't like the way a game went, like I would like go get my own personal revenge by either going to go hoop at the park, or if I couldn't, I was gonna get on the game and beat that team ass myself.
Yes, sir. I gotta do it.
All right, so I'm gonna get that frustration out one way or another. So I wonder how many Laker fans after Game 3, after the Heat lost, I wonder how many Laker fans probably like actually like went to their Xbox One or their PS4 and kind of like took their frustration out. Who probably wanted a sweep, maybe possibly.
I was extremely pissed off when they lost, but I will say this. It made for a better experience for the casual viewer, right? Who just automatically dismisses the NBA anyway because America is still heavily dominated by football and NFL on Sundays and everything like that. But I will say that number is actually kind of coming down, and basketball is making a surge. But I believe when COVID hit, that did kind of halt back that progression. But definitely a surge nonetheless, man. A huge surge nonetheless.
Darnell, how did you stop laughing today? It's just Darnell, bro, how you feel about well, right now, for everybody watching, again, we get to watch the game live as we're doing the podcast. So the Lakers are currently up 144 left in the third. Lakers up 71-66. Before we get to that, Jimmy Buckets, 40-point triple-double. His first, I want to say it was his first triple-double in the playoffs his entire career. How did you feel about that performance? And right now, 71-67 is kind of close. How do you feel about the finals so far, with the Lakers being up 2-1? And I know a lot of people probably thought, they still the fourth quarter to go, so maybe the Lakers, they may pull away. I know a lot of people expected the Lakers to come in and just wash them out for game 4, and that's not been the case so far. So, Darnell, how do you feel about the Miami Heat and how they've been playing?
They've been playing good, but that's nothing different with the same teams that the Lakers been playing, bro. To be honest, all of them wish well. They all have the right attitude to go beat them, but shoot, man, they on a mission, bro, and it's an unstoppable mission at this point. I've picked a couple teams against them, not the Rockets, but yeah, man, it's looking like the Lakers want this better than anybody I've ever seen in a while. Can't say ever, but in a while. I've never seen a team just on a mission like this to where they don't even win like other teams. So that loss was humanity, bringing them back to human status to a certain extent, if anything. Like, they've proven to me already, like, nah, they on a mission. But the Heat, I still can't say that they're going to just tuck their tails and die. That's one thing they won't do. But I do see the Lakers just not really being blemished by it. And 4-1, 4-2.
Also,
nice.
added note before y'all go. Also, added note. Bam is back too, and he's back too. So he's back for game 4. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that added note in.
That's nice, but a bruised up Bam ain't good enough against a full equipped AD and a fully equipped LeBron. That's a target now, in my opinion. Turns to an automatic target. So do what you will with that.
I think fun fact for the Lakers throughout these playoffs, they've only lost 1 game per series. Fun fact. Mm-hmm. So I'm foreseeing another gentleman's sweep. Daisies, Darnell. Definitely I see it. 4-1. I just think the culmination of, Kobe Bryant's tragic death, man, rest in peace. Mm-hmm. Young legend, man, tell me. I just think the culmination of him passing away and then LeBron doing unprecedented things within his 17th season, very Magic Johnson-esque. And I don't even want to call it Magic Johnson-esque because LeBron he's a beast and an animal of his own, caliber. I definitely don't want to compare him, but he definitely has a lot of magic in his game. And the only reason I made that comparison, obviously, they both, point guards, both play for the Lakers, but also both of them had, deep runs well into, what was considered past the prime of their careers, all because of the skill set, that they possess. So I just think, man, with the transcendent talent of Anthony Davis, accompanying that with, LeBron James' high IQ, along with Rajon Rondo's IQ as well. And a lot of people have been sleeping on that as well. Rajon Rondo off the bench has been a great quarterback for them on that second unit, and he gets starters minutes with the first unit as well. Frank Vogel does a good job as far as mixing up those lineups. But come on, man, Lake showing 5, man, this shit ain't.
Real quick before you go, Sedacious. Obviously everybody has their own podcast. Everybody has their own talk shows and opinions, and people are paid fans. And so opinions that I really take to heart or really like pay attention to are opinions of the players about other players. So casual fans, other people outside looking in, because he's not an all-star every year, they may not see the value in Rajon Rondo. But if you talk to any other players, and I've seen a whole bunch of interviews of other players talking about Rajon Rondo, like he has like the highest of highest respect from his peers, and like people consider him to be a well-known threat on the court, regardless of if he dropping 25 points or scoring the ball or not. He has a very strategic chess-like ability of manipulating and finding a way to win the game, whether that's through passing, whether that's through scoring, or whether that's through just controlling the tempo of the game and as well as defense. And real quick about Bam, I know Bam is beat up, but what doesn't look too bad to beat up is being 5 of 7 from the field with 13 points and 6 rebounds. And
not enough. Got to be great.
Third quarter,
and the Lakers only up 73-70. So I'm just trying to play devil's advocate, for those Heat fans out there. But yeah,
74.
70 now.
Yeah, you said 73, 74, 70 now.
And to the casual fan might not know this. Eric Spoelstra had more to do with those 2 championships in Miami than a lot of people would be there, to believe. Oh yes, LeBron James promised career.
I thought you was going to say LeBron.
I get that, but what people are starting to see is that Eric Spoelstra has a great NBA mind and can really calculate it, can put together a game plan in order for his team to be successful throughout the playoffs, and he's proven that. And this is no D Wade. I don't got a prime D Wade. I don't have a Shaq on my team to ride his coattail. I don't have, a LeBron James in his prime. I don't have Chris Bosh, who's also a future Hall of Famer. So keep in mind, this man is coached 4 future Hall of Famers. 5, counting Ray Allen, but we ain't gonna talk too much about him. But yeah, man, the coaching has been better than people, have been led to believe, and I think that's what we kind of seeing unfold right now with the competitiveness and the closeness of this game. Eric Spoelstra is going to coach them. His coaching isn't going to put them out of games. It's going to quite literally do the opposite and keep them in. So, and Jimmy Butler ain't no scrub, man. A lot of people, I actually had money on the Heat making it to the finals, through the Bucks or whoever, the East.
Yeah, it won't be enough. It just won't be a mess.
Yeah, they won't win this finals, but I had them getting, you know. So
yeah, no.
Shout out to the Heat, man. They got that formidable opponent.
They still got you paid.
Yeah.
Like, come on, like the Miami Heat are no better than the Denver Nuggets to me. I'm sorry. And then LeBron and them just had to get it together. I mean, you know what I'm saying, get their head out their ass and like really hold in and win that series. And the same thing is gonna happen. Whether it happens in 1, whether it happens in 2, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, whether it happens with Miami taking 1 game or taking 2 games, taking 2 games or 3 games, they take 3 games to game 7, and they still not gonna win.
I ain't gonna lie, they get to a game 7, this shit start looking a little different. I'm just saying. But
a game 7, because this is going to another one of my questions was going to be if the Heat were to win tonight and it's tied 2-2, how would you feel? But I know y'all would still feel confident in the Lakers. But hypothetically, game 7, I would trust LeBron to bring that out, to like bring that to the promised land. But a game 7 though, anything can happen though.
No, see, LeBron's the type that if they win tonight, they don't win again.
Huh?
LeBron's the type that if they win tonight, they literally don't win again, and that's just 6 games. And so in my mind, it won't even touch game 7. If they win tonight, let's say they win tonight, LeBron will not let them win no more games. That's just.
As a fan, I don't want the NBA to go so soon. I would want 7 just for the hype. And I ain't gonna lie, I kind of got down on this series because I didn't expect it to be like that, like competitive. Really? So like I would love to see the Heat win tonight and possibly a game 7. But something I was thinking about today that I really wish would be able to happen for the Heat, not necessarily for the Lakers too, when you talk about, you know, like that coach, like them playing and them being on a mission and, you know, trying to win strong for Kobe, is like I really wish like Heat Nation, because I don't know if they gonna get back next year just like that. So I really wish they could share this like finals journey and this experience like in Miami, like with those fans. I think if like they were able to experience that with the fans, then like they already got like the motor, because like these players are feeding off their own determination. Like they don't have the fans to say, rah, rah, come on, let's go, defense. Like they don't have that, you know what I'm saying? So I think it would be very special and unique if like the Miami Heat were able to like get those fans around them in the American Airlines Arena. Considering I don't think, I could be wrong, but and nobody except Haslam has and Iguodala have been to the finals before, but everybody else on that team, I believe they haven't been to the finals before, and they haven't had that finals experience with having your home court behind you. So I wish they could get that experience. But hey man, if it do get to a game 7, hey, we will be here live to talk about it. But yeah, man,
game 7. I ain't watching on the podcast.
But yeah, man, that was good for our culture NBA segment, man. We about to kick it over to football. Get that boy Christian on here. And you know, this week is gonna be litty.
Hey man, cause I'm gonna go ahead and say it, man. The wicked witch of the East is gone, man. We done got it out of here, man.
Wicked witch of the AFC South.
It's beautiful things going on in Houston, Texas. And as you all know, Christian likes to rain on boys parade. So I was talking to him on the phone, and he was just like, "Hey man, I hope you done partying, because I got some reasons for you to not party so hard no more." So we'll figure that all out in a few minutes when we get Christian on here. So stay tuned. Appreciate y'all tuning in thus far. And we're about to get to this NFL segment.